Hi there, and welcome to week 3. Hopefully, by this point in the summer, we're just chugging along here in terms of what it is that we've got to accomplish. So, this is actually sort of where the blogging really starts to take place. So, for the past couple of weeks, you've created your blog, you've created some of the initial content around your blog. We've created RSS readers accounts so that you can read what everyone else is posting in a single location. You've created a Twitter account so that you can start microblogging. This week is actually where we sort of start really developing our blogs and exploring the different types of entries that you could use as part of your blogging experience. So to start off, we're looking at the readings this week. There are 2 readings that we've got. The first one's Schmidt. Basically, it provides sort of a framework as to how you might go about blogging and how you might sort of think about and conceptualize what your future blog might look like. For most of the article, I'll be quite honest with you, you probably don't need to read all that closely. You can likely skim a fair amount of it. One of the things that I did want you to note, though, and actually sort of spend some time kind of dissecting, is that graphic or that image that you see, that figure on the top of page 9. So, when you're looking through Smith, make sure you sort of notice that. The other one, Kellberg, it's the same kind of piece that you're looking at. So in both of these cases, they're sort of giving you sort of an overview or a framework as to, why you might blog and how you might go about using your blog. So, and the Kellberg piece actually does that. Now, in this case, it actually looks at a bunch of graduate students, so kind of like yourselves. If memory serves me exactly correct, the vast majority of them are doctoral students, possibly all of them being doctoral students. But, it looks at some of the reasons why they might be blogging. So, in much the same way that previous weeks have been looking at how we might use blogs for classroom use in terms of its reading, and for that matter, Schmidt even sort of touches on that to a lesser extent. The Kellberg one sort of looks at it more from a personal standpoint, why you might want to be a personal blogger, in much the same way that I use my own blog, Virtual School Meanderings. So what we're actually doing this week, like I say, the activities this week we're actually starting our blogging. So throughout the week, I'm going to expect you to do 3 types of entries. The first is a links entry, which basically is an entry where you are annotating a bunch of links that in theory are thematically related in nature. The second type of entry is a list entry where you're simply providing a list of items. And then the third is a discussion question entry, where you're actually posing a question that you're hoping to elicit some discussion from. There may be a bit or a lot of preamble to that. That's entirely up to you. What I'll do starting so today is Monday, beginning the week. So starting today around noon, I'll post a sample of a links entry. Tomorrow morning around 8, and these times are obviously all Eastern because that's where I'm coming from. So if you're coming from the West Coast, they'll actually show up a little bit earlier in the day for you. So tomorrow morning around 8 a.m. I'll post a list entry, and then on Wednesday around 8 a.m. I'll post a discussion question entry. So you'll have one modeled for you for each of these types of entries, and the content that you find in Moodle goes through and explains each one and actually provides some samples of each one as well. So as always, if you've got any questions, feel free to contact me. Otherwise, I will catch you at the beginning of week 4.